Hey y'all, because we're coming into NaNoWriMo, that's National Novel Writing Month in November, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my Tarot for Writers e-course. It's 33 days to finish your book. It's called Hero's Journey, Writing with Tarot. And it's mapping the hero's journey. I've printed out some pages so you can see visually what you'll get if you print out the emails. It comes in emails. Like it says, 33 days, so you get 33 days of journal prompts, handouts, and lessons. Burgess Taylor is doing, I think it's Burgess Taylor. Oops, I may have screwed your name up, girl, I'm sorry. But I'll link to her video channel so you can see some of her walkthroughs that she's doing as she's doing this course. The course is designed to help you use tarot for fiction writing. If you're a tarot reader and wanted to do some fiction writing, this will be great for you. If you're a fiction writer and wanted a new tool on how to do some of your writing, this is great for you. It's not about how to read tarot. Okay, let me be real clear about that. This is not, the Queen of Cups means this and only this in a reading. Not going to work. This is more about telling the story you see in the cards and divorcing yourself from the idea that it's divination or anything like that. I use tarot for divination. As you know, I am a professional psychic. I'm also a professional author. I write with my best friend as Mary Lou Mann. We'll be doing some releasing of some of our older stuff. We're going to re-release it and self-publish. We need to go through it and tweak it here, tweak it there, and, you know, beef it up a bit. So, but we would love for you to join us in our journey, and you can find us at maryloumannbooks.com. I'll drop it down there in the drop-down box as well. And you could just go visit the page and see what's going on. And as we get stuff ready to publish, we'll post it. We're also on Facebook as Mary Lou Mann Books. Probably a better place is Facebook, and to like our page so that we can, because that's where we're going to post stuff first. Now let's talk about the course itself. So when you get the first email, you're going to get a hello, thanks for joining, and then you're going to get an introduction. The introduction breaks down what you're doing, and you'll see this is my Gmail because I'll show you the Gmail at the top. But you're going to see that. And then words, lots and lots and lots of words. More words. And you're going to see that I've broken it down based on Christopher Vogler and Joseph Campbell. Joseph Campbell did The Hero's Journey. He's the brain behind putting that piece together and understanding and teaching what a monomyth is. A monomyth being this hero's journey. All good stories have a hero's journey. There are 12 to 13, depending on how you break it down, steps in the hero's journey. I add theme to my class because I think theme is something very important for you to go back and look at and think about on your second draft. Now, I'm a big fan of April Williamson, who does the Book in a Week workshop. One of the most brilliant things she said was, I give you permission to write crap. Because, y'all, a first draft is not the final product. It just isn't. If you could read the first draft of Nora Roberts, Stephen King, John Grisham, some of the big names in our literature today, you'd probably be really surprised. I know as a writer, sometimes I'm writing, and I can't remember the heroine's eye color, and I'll just go, good. He looked into her color eyes, blah, 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 blah. And then I'll go, la, 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 la. Scene about the train, and then go on, because I don't know what the scene about the train is. I know what the next one is, so I put a note in. I'll come back and add that. Don't worry about that. NaNoWriMo is about word count. It's, I think, 1667 words a day will get you to 50,000. I did it last year. It's completely doable. If you stop editing yourself, if you write 3 pages and then go back and read them to see what you wrote, you're going to get stuck in a loop. You know, if you're a 12-stepper, you know that 1, 2, 1, 2. loop you can get into, first step, second step. Kind of the same thing with writing. So you want to keep writing. You want to move forward. Write every scene that comes to your mind. It doesn't have to be in order. It doesn't. Nobody else is reading it but you, darling. So write your story, okay? Now, we talk about the Christopher Vogler also took Joseph Campbell's Hero's Journey, and he wrote a book as well. And his book is called The Writer's Journey, The Mythic Structure for Writers. You'll see a link down on the bottom. And he broke the Hero's Journey further into Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. So you have the scenes. Act 1 is departure, separation. That's your ordinary world, call to adventure, refusal of the call, meeting with the mentor, and crossing the first threshold. 5 pieces in that first act. The second act is descent, initiation, and penetration. Test allies and enemies, approach to the inmost cave, the ordeal, reward, which he also calls seizing the sword. Act 3 is the return, road back, resurrection, return with the elixir. He has 12, and my 13th is, of course, theme. And there's a bibliography with this course that you get. I give you how to use tarot with your character in order to create a character for yourself if you don't have a character, or to give your character more depth, because characters need quirks. We don't like perfect characters. We want, you know, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is in love with a vampire. Quirk. Sam the bartender from Cheers is an alcoholic. Quirk. Lots and lots of different quirks. And I go through each step very carefully with you because I want you to get this. I want you to really grasp what's going on here. I'm looking for the next. I have the same page. I'm going over it. I intersperse the lessons with handouts and with quotes. And these quotes are journal prompts. They're meant to for you to maybe break away from your writing piece and move to something else and just write in a different mode. Sometimes that reconnects your brain. It gets you jump-started back into the creative writing. And this is day 23. The quote is, anyone who tells you there's a right way to write is a lying bitch. Nora Roberts. Angela James, who is an editor for Karina. Sorry, Angela. I was trying to put you back at your old one. I had to think, no, she's moved on. She's gone to something different. But she posted that she's got Nora to write a quote on a whiteboard, and she took a picture of Nora with it. It's a great, great quote, right? And the journal prompt here is, what are your rules for writing? Write about some of the rules that you've heard that you just have to break. And then start breaking them. No head hopping. You can't write in first person. You can only write in one point of view. Lots of rules out there. And let's see how you break them. Okay. Now, here's lesson 4. That's the refusal. And the refusal, each lesson starts with a little quote. You get a little graphic made by my best friend Kay that shows you where you are in the stage. Remember what Bilbo used to say. It's a dangerous business, Frodo, going out your door. You step onto the road, and if you don't keep your feet, there's no knowing where you might be swept off to. J.R.R. Tolkien. Now, lesson 3 begins with, I'm reading. Duh, right? Y'all are saying, duh, or we can see you're reading. Lesson 3 begins with what I like to call the donkey moment. This is where the hero may have made a move forward, then suddenly says, oh, hell no, I am not going. He jerks back, trying to get to his ordinary world again. Sometimes this comes out as a minor reluctance. Sometimes it's a huge, ugly tug-of-war between what the hero knows needs to be done and his own insecurities. So this goes on a bit more into this. It gives you I do try to give you examples. And some of them are, refusals are not static one-time things. Reluctant heroes drag their feet a lot. Indiana Jones is a great reluctant hero because he just wants the artifact. He doesn't want to save the girl, the world, the universe. He just wants to get what he came to get and go back to teaching. In Avatar, another huge fan of Avatar. I love that movie. Jake Sully only wants to get his legs back, so he really isn't invested in anyone else's problems. He doesn't want to be the hero that the Na'vi need. And he doesn't fully commit until the home tree comes down. So, you know, and in each lesson, I try to give you different ones. I also talk about Luke from Star Wars. I try to use a bunch of different movies, hoping that you've seen some of them. The Wizard of Oz, Shrek, because most of us, the visual of that is something we can grasp. Each one has a story template that goes from the last one forward. It gives you a spread that you can do. And I tell you, let your muse have her moment. Color outside the lines. Look at the 3 cards to see if there are any symbols on all 3. Maybe one color stands out. With 3 cards of your hero's journey drawn, patterns may begin to emerge. And what I'm talking about are the 3 cards of the refusal. Before that was the call to adventure, and before that was the ordinary world. Something on the card could make you change your mind about the call. That's okay. Jot it down as a possibility. And complete this part before moving to the next lesson. I'm real big on getting these out. And you don't have to do them in 33 days. It's your class. You can do it as you like, right? And then I tell you exactly what I want you to do. You know, shuffle the deck, cut the deck, restack, blah, blah, blah. And then I tell you how to do the reading and what each card represents in this little spread. I hope that you'll take a look at this course. It's online, the page online that you can go look at it. And yeah, it's for sale. This is, you know, it's part of how I make my living, but it's also something that I love to do. I love to help writers write. It feeds me. It helps me write. My writing partner Kay and I use tarot a lot in our writing, and this is based off what we've done. It's based off a workshop I've taught in person and online for 10 years. So if you're doing NaNoWriMo, I invite you to sign up for 33 days to finish your book, Mapping the Hero's Journey, and finish the damn book, y'all. So seek joy, y'all. I'm Arwen of Tarot by Arwen, and this has been one of my Tarot for Writers videos. Have a great day and pass it on.